This turtle around town now takes us to OSU this morning.
Yeah, so did you know that there is a really cool cartoon museum on campus? Dana Turtle's checking it out this morning. And so what are you looking at now, Dana?
Well, we're moving on to the actual museum now, and it's called the, what's the name of it again, Caitlin?
For the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum.
Okay, so is this the biggest collection of cartoon memorabilia anywhere?
Yeah, this is the largest collection in the entire world.
So we're talking about everything from Calvin and Hobbes to Peanuts to what else?
Yeah, Dick Tracy, Crazy Cat, anything you can imagine.
All right, very cool. Now, what is this right here that we're looking at? Because when you walk into this museum here, it's very impressive, it's very cool. What exactly is going on here? Is this where they make cartoons?
So this is one of our most recent donations that came in right before we moved. This is the drawing table that belonged to Chester Gould, who is the artist that did Dick Tracy.
So wait, this guy did Dick Tracy? He came up with Dick Tracy?
Yeah, so every single Dick Tracy strip from 1931 till 1977 was drawn on this board, and this is his tabaret. We also have his drawing utensils.
That is very cool. So that was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, you know, he ended in the 70s, but his family decided that this was the right place for his artwork and his materials, and so it all came here in November.
Okay, so let's move on into this room right here, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here. By the way, this museum, everybody, opened up, what, 6 months ago in November?
Yep, we had our grand opening in November.
Okay, so like right there, there's a Beetle and Bailey. How cool is that?
Yeah, Beetle Bailey.
So that's just one example of the different stuff, and there's all these little descriptions on when it was made and who made it.
This is Bone by Jeff Smith, a wonderful Columbus cartoonist and a good friend of our library.
Okay, yeah, I've never heard of Bone. Where's all the Calvin and Hobbes stuff? Is that here?
Yeah, so that's in one of our rotating galleries. The gallery we're in right now is our treasures gallery, so it highlights kind of the best of our collection.
Okay, very cool. Real quickly, when are you guys open for people to come check it out?
We're always free and open to the public 1 to 5, Tuesday through Sunday.
And what building are we in?
We are in Sullivan Hall.
Sullivan Hall. Okay, so we're going to check out, I think we should check out Calvin and Hobbes next.
Sounds good.
That's my favorite cartoon. I used to sit in my bed when I was a kid and read those books.
Oh, yeah. They were big in college,
Archie,
too. They were fun to read.
I loved Archie, too.
I
Do we have
loved
Archie here?
Archie, yeah.
Okay.
I love Archie and Betty and Veronica.
Classics.
Yeah, exactly. They were
Thanks,
fun
Dana.
to read.
All right. We're visiting some of your favorite characters from childhood this morning. This is way cool.
Yes, he's live at the Cartoon Museum on Ohio State's campus. Dana, what are you doing now? Are you closer to Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah, that's your favorite.
Yes, well, that is exactly where we're at. Did you guys ever read Calvin and Hobbes comics growing up?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I remember getting the little booklets with multiple ones in them. And so here you go. If you're not familiar with Calvin and Hobbes, I don't know how you couldn't be. Hey, did you guys know, Pete and Carolyn, that the author of Calvin and Hobbes is from the Cleveland area?
I had heard that.
Oh, I did not know that.
Wow.
Yes. So, Caitlin, tell us about Bill Watterson. He's the guy that came up with Calvin and Hobbes, and this is a big display that you guys have here. This is a really fun cartoon.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, it seems to have changed everybody's life who comes in here. So Bill Watterson, who did Calvin and Hobbes, did it from 1985 to 1995, and then afterwards gave all of his original art to us. So we have all of it here in our archive.
So you're kidding me. You have everything that's original. Let's walk over here. So he only did Calvin and Hobbes for 10 years, and then now he quit. So looking at this stuff right here in this case, is this really the stuff he used to make Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah, not only are these all of the actual utensils that he used to make it, but Bill Watterson personally wrote all of the labels himself for this exhibit. He was very involved with us.
Okay, cool. So we're looking at this over here. Is this actual artwork that he's done that's real?
That is. This is all original art in here, and what you can see there are actually the watercolor color separations.
Oh, very neat. Okay, and then along the walls over here, we have all kinds of different selections of Calvin and Hobbes stuff, too. What's that stuff over there for people who want to come and check this out? Because I think a lot of kids still read Calvin and Hobbes, right?
Absolutely. So Jenny Robb, the head curator here, created this exhibit, and she basically played off of the themes within Calvin and Hobbes, many different tropes that he used, interesting devices, but also how important weather and seasons were. And so that's how these walls are separated.
Yes, that's why I wanted to bring that up, because I wanted to point out, see, I do the weather on ABC 6 every morning.
Yeah.
Are you up that early?
No, I'm not.
Well, we got you up early this morning, but there you go, spring, summer, fall, and winter. I just love this sort of stuff. It's very cool. Now, coming up next in the 9 o'clock hour, obviously Bill Watterson, huge cartoonist, he had influences as well.
He did, absolutely. And one of his greatest influences and his favorite cartoonist is Richard Thompson, who is in the next gallery.
Do I know anything that he's done?
He did a great comic strip called Cul-de-sac, but he was also a very popular cartoonist for the Washington Post.
Cool. And then that is that way, right? That way. This is a beautiful museum. If you haven't checked it out, Sullivan Hall, right?
Sullivan Hall, open 1 to 5, Tuesday through Sunday, always free.
And did you say, too, that Ohio has the largest number of cartoonists from any state?
Yes, there are more cartoonists from Ohio than any state in America.
Gee, after the winter we went through, I wonder why.
Yep, they got to fill the time somehow.
Fill the time. All right, guys, we're going to be back in the 9 o'clock hour. We're going to check out some of that other stuff over there.
Cool.
It's very cool. It really is because, you know, who has not loved cartoons and reading the funnies? And of course, you love Calvin and Hobbes. And the Peanuts. There's Peanut stuff over there, too. That's another really famous
Love that.
one.
Thanks, Dana.
Well, Turtle around town today. Our Dana Turtle on Ohio State's campus this morning.
He's exploring the Cartoon Museum there, and you're probably going to find characters from your childhood on display there.
Hi, Dana.
Yeah, good morning. Hello. So Sean will love this. This is the Peanuts right here. You know, I love the Peanuts, too, because the Peanuts is really big where I grew up in Minnesota, because I believe that who's the guy again that does it?
Charles
Schultz?
Schultz.
Schultz.
Yeah, like in St. Paul, Minnesota, like everything is peanuts. It's crazy. So tell us about the museum itself, and the Peanuts right there. That's just one of many cartoon things that you can see here.
Sure, yeah. So we are the largest collection of cartoon and comic art in the entire world. We've been here since 1977 when Milton Caniff donated all of his materials to us. And we've just grown exponentially ever since.
Grown and grown. And by the way, this new museum where we're standing now, you guys have been here since, what, November roughly? So it's really expansive. It's beautiful in here. There's all kinds of work. This is the largest collection of cartoon memorabilia anywhere, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And we really span all of cartoon art. So this gallery in particular is our treasures gallery. We have some original comic book art here. That's a big focus. So that's a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man piece you're looking at right now. We also have some Jack Kirby down there at the end of the line. And we try to show the whole history of comics in here, starting from British Prince in the 1700s all the way up to John Porcelino's King Cat and other zines and mini-comics from the past 10 years.
And I like this one over here, well, because my last name is Turtle, but this is a turtle right here. I've never heard of Pogo, though.
Pogo is a very big deal and another early donation to our library. It was done by Walt Kelly. It was a very philosophical, funny animal comic, and also introduced metacomics, which you can see here is the use of sort of breaking the fourth wall. They're playing with the layout of the comic itself.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you so much, Caitlin, for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so come and check out the Cartoon Museum here at the Ohio State University campus. And again, all kinds of Calvin and Hobbes stuff here as well. And don't forget that Bill Watterson, he lives up by Cleveland. He is an Ohio native, FYI.
I love me some
Back to
Opus.
I love how much he learned today.
Opus and Bill.
Opus and Bill.
They kind of rock your
Yeah.
world. All right, thanks, Dana.